What's up, subscribers? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about some updates for one of my favorite stocks, ChargePoint, trading under the ticker CHPT. But first, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so that you get notifications about our future videos talking about the stock market and personal finances. And while you're down there, if you haven't already, be sure to check out the links in the description to get your free shares of stock from Webull whenever you open and fund your account, as well as $10 of free Bitcoin from Coinbase whenever you open your account and make your first $100 purchase of cryptocurrency. So grab a cup of coffee or your favorite beverage of choice, and let's jump into it. We last talked about ChargePoint here on my channel a couple weeks ago after news broke about the upcoming infrastructure bill, with that news sending ChargePoint shares flying, with CHPT trading at that time at around $30 per share. But ever since reaching that peak, we have seen ChargePoint continue to sell off over the last couple weeks. And this sell-off is something that I think most of us investors in ChargePoint were expecting, as we're seeing some swing traders who were able to pick up shares at around $20 per share, take their profits after that quick run-up. In my last video where I talked about ChargePoint, I mentioned that I was also considering selling some of my shares to take some quick profit. But I'll be honest with you guys, I got greedy. I had a specific price target in mind that I wanted to see CHPT hit before I sold any of my shares. And of course, it never hit that price target. So here over the last couple weeks, I was left holding the bag and lost all of those quick profits. But in the long term, that's okay with me. I'm still a long-term shareholder of ChargePoint, so although it does suck that I missed out on that quick profit, in the long term, I still believe in ChargePoint immensely, so that quick profit isn't really going to matter much 5 to 10 years out. So with all of this volatility that we've been seeing over the last couple weeks, I've been using it to my advantage to pick up a few shares each day to continue to dollar cost average my basis and build out my long-term position. With the infrastructure bill essentially a sure thing since politicians have already stated that they plan to use reconciliation in order to pass it through Congress, ChargePoint is set to benefit from that bill immensely. With President Joe Biden planning to build 500,000 new charging stations before 2030, I believe that an established and proven company like ChargePoint is going to be one of the first ones that comes to mind in order to help to fulfill this goal. But in addition to this political catalyst, I've been seeing a ton of articles recently talking about how ChargePoint could be the next Gamestop, such as this article which was published on April 7th, stating that ChargePoint at that time was the most shorted stock with 86% of its float being shorted. While it does appear that the short interest in ChargePoint is extremely high, with 28% of the shares being shorted as of this past Friday on April 16th, here in the short term, I'm not sure if ChargePoint has the same opportunity for a short seller squeeze as GameStop had. Unlike GameStop, whenever its short seller squeeze initially began, ChargePoint is starting out with a much larger market cap, currently sitting at around $6 billion. So while it is possible that we could see a short seller squeeze for ChargePoint in the future, I don't anticipate seeing the shares get pushed up nearly as much as we saw for GameStop. But this is all speculation about whether or not a short seller squeeze could even take place. While I would love to see Wall Street bets get behind ChargePoint here in the short term, even if that doesn't happen, it's not going to change my investment plans for ChargePoint long term. I'm going to continue to take advantage of this opportunity and slowly build up my position by adding some more shares each day. But just remember, my videos are never medical or financial advice. They're merely me researching a stock and talking about my opinions about that stock based on that research. An investment in ChargePoint, like any investment, has risks. So if you're thinking about investing in ChargePoint, make sure you're doing your own research and only investing in ChargePoint if you're willing to accept those risks. What are your thoughts about ChargePoint? Are you invested in CHPT? Are you thinking about investing in ChargePoint? Where do you think the share price is going over both the short term and the long term? Be sure to comment down below and let me know what you think. And while you're down there, if there are any other stocks or topics that you would like me to talk about in a future video, please feel free to comment that down below as well. As a reminder, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a certified financial planner. I'm a resident physician with an interest in personal finances and investing. Please make sure you're doing your own research before you make any financial decisions. And please be sure to smash that like button and click on the subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm and to help support my channel. Thanks everyone. Have a great day.